you know exactly who and how to talk to when you're producing videos for your YouTube channel. Stay tuned to find out. Hey boring business owners, and welcome to my channel where I help your message get seen in that cluttered newsfeed. If you're looking to crush it with social media and online marketing, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss any more videos from this channel that are going to help you with your social media and online marketing goals. Now I've got my friend Dan here who helps us simplify YouTube, and he's going to help break down for us how we talk to our specific niches so that we can have better results when it comes to YouTube. All right, Dan, how do we start this?
So when you're trying to focus on a given niche or topic, one of the things that I like to do is look at the audience in terms of their expertise or how involved they are in that particular topic.
Okay.
With the idea that people who are just getting involved in something, depending on what you're actually focused on as a business, the newer they are, the bigger the pool of people. And any time that you can make content, YouTube is the #2 search engine, so you have a lot of people who go to YouTube to try to solve a problem. And hopefully your business in some form or fashion is out there to solve somebody's problem. So anytime that you can make content to help those people solve their problems, there's a lot of opportunity because YouTube is where they're going to figure it out. What I like to do is look at any given niche and understand that for whatever problem it is, there's people or interest, whatever your business is focused on, the people who are just entering that category or topic, or it's the first time they've encountered that problem, that group of people is much larger. You know?
So what are some tips for us to really address what their problems are? Like, how do we really know? Like, I feel like it took me time to really figure out like what it is that you guys wanted to know from me, and of course I got to turn to things like my comments, my customers, and say, hey, what are some problems you're having and some solutions I can give to you through my video marketing, and I was able to get that feedback back. What are some other tips that you have so people can figure out what they should be talking about on YouTube?
Well, I mean, the great thing about YouTube is all the analytics that are provided. So when you are making content, you can certainly see how people are responding. On YouTube, of course, you do have the comment section, but you can also see how people are actually engaging in your videos. When you make that perfect video that really touches or strikes a chord with your audience, it's very obvious in the engagement that you get, the type of questions, the type of interaction that you receive. So being aware of that and mindful of that and seeing how people are actually engaging with you can kind of direct, you'll see that video that takes off that people jump on because of a nice title and thumbnail. You can use that information to kind of guide future content to make sure that you're giving your audience what they're looking for.
So when we're trying to give our audience what they're looking for, I'm sure that there's some other things that we need to pay attention to, like when we're looking at our analytics or tools or search. How can we really use things like YouTube search and Google search to really hone in on the right way for people to find that content?
So the biggest thing that YouTube tries to push, and they basically, a lot of people talk about the algorithm and how the artificial intelligence is trying to analyze what your video is about, but the reality is it's people driven. They use people's viewing habits to determine who might want to see your video. So what's really important, obviously your thumbnail is like that front window of your shop that they see. It's the first thing.
Yes.
If you don't set the right tone with that thumbnail, they're never going to watch the video anyway.
Yeah.
That combined with a really strong title, the two of those are kind of like the tag team that's really going to determine the success of your video. You need to be able to stop them in their track. People have really short attention spans, and there's a ton of content on YouTube, so you want to make sure that your thumbnail sends the right message and that your title entices them to actually watch the content that you're trying to get in front of them.
And I think that I would also want to pair that. We want to make sure that what your title is and what your thumbnail says is what your video is actually about.
Right.
We did this really fantastic live stream with TubeBuddy where people were asking about this and having this actual struggle, and just make sure that they go together, not like at the 8-10 minutes into your video, that's when you talk about the subject. Right?
Yeah, you definitely want, so we've all heard the concept of clickbait, and what clickbait really is when you put something on your thumbnail that has nothing to do with the content that you're making. What you want to do is you want to have an engaging thumbnail, a thumbnail that captures attention. So you want to try to position your thumbnail in such a way that it is relevant to the content that you're creating, but also evokes some type of emotion. Eye contact, if you're somebody who appears in your videos, that works. The expression on your face, that's why you see all of us with those ridiculous YouTube faces. But that is the kind of stuff that people actually interact with. If you can evoke an emotion that gets them interested, you're going to have a much stronger chance that they actually watch the content you're making.
Real quick, kind of like give us one glowing tip that we just have to do with every single one of our videos to make sure that we're making content that people are finding and going to get value from.
So depending on the type of content that you make, like I'm somebody who actually focuses a lot on search because I make how-to content, and I think if you have an opportunity to mix some how-to content into your topic, whatever it is, I think that can be powerful because it not only provides audience growth where people can go out and find you, it's something that continues to grow over time. Whereas some other videos that are hot topics or like news related, they kind of go up like a firework, poof, it's pretty, and then they disappear. So.
Yeah. We're looking for longevity with your content, guys. Continuous search, lots of organic content, and making sure that what you're creating has a long shelf life.
Yeah, I basically have 3 things that I repeat on a regular basis, and that's persistence, consistency, and patience. Those 3 things are really, really important in building a brand and growing your audience. Each one of them is equally important. Like you said, developing a pool of content is really going to help you develop your influence in whatever niche that you're doing, and it's kind of like a business card when somebody comes to your channel page and they see this person is covering this content and they didn't just do 2 videos worth. They see a whole page of content, this person knows what they're talking about, your branding is all locked in so you don't have thumbnails all over the place that look like they came from a bunch of different places. You can tell those channels that look professional, that have it all tied together, and those are the ones that are going to make people want to subscribe because you look like you know what you're talking about and you can give them the information they're looking for.
Well, I think that while Dan simplified that for us, you guys are going to probably want some more information to simplify YouTube for you, especially as we dive into another great year of video marketing and YouTube for your business. So Dan, how can people find you to simplify their YouTube life?
You can find me at youtube.com/creatorfundamentals or creatorfundamentals.com.
Awesome, guys. And hey, if you want to see more interviews from social media marketing, hit this playlist right here now. And like we always say in military life, it is never goodbye. To see you soon. So until next time, I'll see you soon.